like everything else, life likes to throw curveballs at inopportune moments. And I was on a remote backpacking trip in Montana. I got a message from my wife that said, I jumped into the pool and I can't, I've lost motor control to both of my middle fingers, and I have, shooting electric pains down both arms, and didn't know what to do. And, luckily for us, I am in the medical field in the mobile anesthesia business, and I, at least have access to knowledge of good surgeons. So the person I had reached out to was you, Christian, because I was like, I need to navigate this health share complexity that we were currently on. And, like I told you in person, I think it's, you were a godsend in that moment, because you were able to, one, move my wife onto a specialized policy that you had already vetted, that the two surgeons that I would want my wife to receive care from were covered under that policy, as well as the anesthesia group that I wanted to do the anesthesia. And you were able to, quickly vet who, was the surgeon in network, was the surgery center in network. And while I'm out of town navigating and helping my wife directly to find, urgent care access and to find, imaging center access, it was almost like you were a concierge to guide through the process versus just being an insurance agent. And, for me, that's, as far as loyalty goes, you've won my business, and we'll continue to have it. And also be a recommendation for me personally, just because it's not too often in the field of medicine where insurance translates into being helpful, or, somebody that you can turn to help navigate through a process. In fact, in medicine, insurance becomes a barrier and a wall that we run up into all the time. And, just the bureaucracy of these large corporations, just trying to get somebody on the phone that's a human and not having to go through, and I was able to shoot you a text as soon as I got back into cell service, and, being responsive and, knowing the policy and the plan and knowing what was available on the market, and then able to quickly, adapt to it and really help guide her care from the moment the injury occurred to even in the post-operative period, where I'm like, hey, I have this statement. The creativity, the knowledge of the insurance space just really was something that, saved us, and really is something that, like I said, I'm indebted and thankful for everything that you were able to do.
Yeah, no, for sure. I'll never forget that text and phone call, because you being in Arizona, me being in Missouri, you're 2 hours behind, or I'm ahead of you. So it was like 7:30, 8:30 at night over, and I'm about ready to lay in bed. And then I see the text about what had happened to Aaron, and I was like, my goodness gracious. So I picked up shop and went to work, and I knew exactly what we were going to wind up doing. Found out all of the people that you wanted to help you guys out in that time of need. And yeah.
I tell people there's people that do a job, and there's people that, that elevate the positions that they're in because of the type of quality person that they are. And they always do the best they can, at all times. And I think that's kind of where you fall on that spectrum, is I don't know that it would matter what job you did, but you do it, to the highest ability that you can, and with the goal of, actually helping people, which is just refreshing in the space. Apollo, it's a great company, but it's only great because of the people that work there.